A very good evening to you. This is a business day. I'm Dwayne Burbick. The Jamaican dollar continued its strengthening against U.S. currency today after a brief halt on Friday and its 16 straight days of gains. With a gain, the U.S. dollar ended trading today at a price of $128.36. That price is the lowest for the U.S. dollar since April 23, a 3.5-month low. The Canadian dollar is, however, selling for $99.97. The pound sterling costs $163.85, while the euro is going for $146.68. Seprod says its flour mill will be targeting import substitution rather than going after the business Jamaica Flour Mills now has in the island. CEO of the Seprod Group, Richard Pandohi, says there are numerous opportunities for import substitution, which he said is as good as exporting. He said Seprod will be going after imports instead of engaging in a price war with Jamaica Flour Mills.
When you look at the level of importation, of flour-based products coming to the country and mixes, it's phenomenal. I don't have the figure off my head up, but it's in billions of dollars worth. So we think there's opportunity to replace imports, and we do not expect, and we're certainly not going to this market to end up in a dog-eat-dog fight with Jamaica Flour Mill. We believe that there's a market space that's large enough for both companies, and that our joint competitor will be the imports.
He said the domestic market for his company's product is a CARICOM market of 15 million people. Without that, he said he could not justify the level of investment that is being made to build out a new flour mill. Mr. Pandohi did not disclose the expenditure it has undertaken to build the mill, which is being done in partnership with the US-based Seaboard Corporation. The representative of the International Monetary Fund, IMF in Jamaica, Constant Nguana, is calling on the government to ensure poor people are not left behind in any growth projected for the country. Dr. Nguana was speaking recently at a Sterling Asset Management investor briefing. Dashan Hendricks reports.
Stability has been a feature of the Jamaican economy for the past few years, but to move forward, the aim is to leverage this stability for sustained and improved growth.
The stars are well aligned for the Jamaican economy to grow, including the brand. Wherever you speak, wherever I go, when you pronounce Jamaica, people get excited suddenly. Something that you can't explain.
He said based on reforms which have been agreed with the International Monetary Fund, IMF, growth is projected to reach 2.8% in the next few years. But he pointed out there are additional reforms and projects identified by the Economic Growth Council, which could see the country's growth potentially doubling the IMF's projection.
So the key question should be, are all those reforms implementable? And I would think that the answer is in the hands of Jamaican people, not just the government. Think about crime. I think crime alone, if Jamaica was to contain crime, that would generate quite some growth premium.
But all this growth, he said, should be broad-based and inclusive if it is to really have an impact.
To the extent that the poor are consumer, having a broad-based growth means that you have a larger consumption base. That would increase demand to firm, and that would increase investment and so on. So it's a win-win strategy.
For the Business Day, I am Dashan Hendricks.
Stock trading ended today with the main JSE market index up more than 375 points, while the junior market index lost 66. The winners of the day included 1834 Investments, Carbon Producers, Honeybun, Nutsford Express, Main Event Entertainment, and the Sagicor Group. On the losing end were Access Financial, Carb Cement, Jamaica Producers, the JMMB Group, Lasco Financial, Radio Jamaica, and T-Tech. And that's the Business Day. I'm Dwayne Burbick. Good evening.